Right, I've started the ballast. Well, I ballasted the point the other day. I've now ballasted. This is just a little tiny board. I thought I'd do this one first. I've put the ballast on. The ballast's still wet, obviously. I've only just finished it, but just hope it all dries all right. Hopefully. Oh, I hate ballasting, but anyway, that's the ballasting on this bit. Anyway, I've done the point work on the main board as well. That's been ballasted, but obviously I've got to do the main bit of that. But that's the start anyway. The small board is done and ballasted. See how it dries overnight. Hopefully it will dry okay, and there'll be no loose bits or chunks falling off. And then I'll make a start probably tomorrow on the main board. That's going to take a while, but I'm just hoping it turns out all right. Seems to be right anyway. I've done the usual bit, you know, put it on, soak it, then use the watered down PVA and washing up liquid and things like that. So anyway, we'll see how it turns out tomorrow. Well, ballasting's finished on this length of track here. This is the small board that goes on the end. Ballasting's all done on here. I've give the top layers the rails nice clean. So yeah, that's all. This bit's finished. This bit, apart from obviously I've got to do the top layer of the scenery, but ballasting's all done. Point still operates all right, so that's okay. I'm not gum that up. And if I come up here on this board, I've ballasted from the other side of the bridge. I've done this today from the other side of the bridge, siding all the way up as far as there. I'm going to do all I've got is just the platforms to do, and this piece of the yard to do. I think I've probably got enough ballast. I think I've got enough ballast to do it anyway. But I'm going to do the platforms first, and then see how much ballast I've got, because I can always use something else here anyway. But yeah, as far as it's sort of, I've just this minute finished it, so I've now got to leave it sort of to dry and everything. So yeah, it's looking okay. I'll give the rails a run over with the track rubber in a minute, to get any sort of like water and stuff off it and grime, and then leave it to dry. Then I'm not going to touch it then till it's dried, and then work out the next bit. But that's it in a minute anyway. So that's looking at the platforms through the cutting towards the bridge. But yeah, I've just done as far as the platform ends at the minute, because it's a long job, isn't it? So I thought I'll just do that bit today. In fact, I was only going to do the bit from the bridge to the first point, and then I sort of kind of got into it. I thought, well, I'll get this bit finished and then leave it after that. So yeah, that's that bit ballasted up to there. Just got the platforms to do, and this part of the yard, and that's it. And that's all the ballasting done. Then I can make a start then on the top layer of scenery, and then maybe start. I don't know. The only building I've got at the minute is the lamp hut, so I might build the lamp hut at the weekend and put that in. So that'll be the first building on the layout, first proper building. It should be on the layout anyway. And then I don't know whether to do the signal box or do the little waiting shelter. Might do the waiting shelter actually, because that's something nice and small, and I can sort of, because I've never used plastic card for construction before, so yeah, I'm going to maybe do that. Do the little tiny building first, and then see how it goes. But anyway, that's the ballasting up till there. So yeah, I'll stick another video clip on the end of this when I've got the platforms finished. Right, this is the ballasting finished on the small board. I've started doing the greenery on there as well. Just put some greenery on at track level there. I'll bring it round here, and you can see from track level looking along. That's where it is so far. And this bit's practically finished as far as ballasting goes. The yard's finished, ballasted. I put greenery all on this bit here. It's all ballasted up to there. Got to here and ran out of ballast last night, so it was a case of I had to wait till the platforms roads were dry, and then I got a soft brush and just brushed off any loose bits and managed to get enough just to finish that little piece there. This bit I wasn't bothered about, because that's where that steam engine's going on display there, so I didn't bother about ballast there, because you're not going to see that bit. I've just done the grass around that. And the platform rows are all done. They're all ballasted. Everything runs okay, because I gave everything a test run today, so that's all done. And we'll go along the track a bit. I'll try and move the camera up a bit more. I've done all the greenery up round under the bridge as well. So that's that bit. Still, I've only just finished it actually, so there's still little bits of wet glue about, but I've made a start on the scenery. That's the main thing. Now looking to the cattle dock, and we're up on the embankment looking over the station, and so it looks now. Platforms and everything all ballasted. Walk along the cutting here and to the bridge. That's all been done, all there, all under the bridge. So it's not looking too bad. I've just done the greenery just to make it look a bit, give it a bit more colour. And I've checked all the point work, ran locomotives over it, everything works. I've not gummed the points up, so that's one thing. That's just what I was worried about, gumming the point work. But I copied the method on Everard Junction's video. We're doing the points, you know, and yeah, it's worked okay. So I'm quite happy with that. Right, I'll just do another little shot the other side of the bridge, looking through this way. Right, here we are, we're on the other side of the bridge. This is the sort of, well, where the layout jointings onto my main one, my main Adwick Lane layout, which there's some odd videos of that. I must do some more videos of that as well. Anyway, up on top the bridge, looking along. Now I've managed to capture in such a small space, 8 foot by 2 foot, the actual curve, because Droxford Station, there's a distinct curve as you go in. If you look at pictures of it, there's a distinct curve coming in. I've managed to get that in, and I'll just go along the line a bit. We're now hovering over the cutting, and there we are, the platforms. There you go. Just got a couple of train in there just to sort of just basically testing the track and stuff. Everything works anyway. But so yeah, that's all the ballasting done. I've just made a start on the scenic work here, just to sort of do it, because next thing's going to be grass on here, I suppose, really. But I've got to get on the platform, on the original platform. You've got the stonework there, but this bit is gravel, where the stones aren't. So I'll probably do that as my next job, gravel on there, because that way whatever I put on here will then blend into that. So that's probably going to be my next job. So yeah, quite pleased how it's turned out. Turned out better than what I thought. I was a bit sort of, you know, daunted really with it, but yeah, not looking too bad. I may even do a little running session with it over the weekend. We'll see anyway. Anyway, that's it for this update. I've got the only building that I've got to make at the minute that goes on there is the lamp hut that goes sort of round about here. There's the lamp hut. The only one I could find was the wheels one that looked anything remotely like it. It's a Great Western one though, unfortunately, but I shall have to southern it a bit, and but that's the only thing that I could find that sort of looked the part. So that's probably going to be the first building to appear on the layout, I think. But of course you get 2 in a pack, so what I might do, I might put the other one on this, because it's actually done as the line would have been if the preservation attempt had worked back in the 70s. So I may put the other hut here as a little like tool shed for that. Anyway, we'll see anyway. But anyway, that's it for this update. Thanks for watching. Any comments, feel free to leave them. Feel free to subscribe as well, and what can I say, happy modelling.